moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic.
Backhand! It's off target and by quite a way. He's done very well to take that back. Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bruyne. It's run loose here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now that's a fine challenge. De Bruyne. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, well measured. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Eden Hazard! Eden Hazard!
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Shevchenko. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Rising over the bar.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
The pass is intercepted. Cantona looking to be a menace in the final third. And they've got rid. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a goal kick.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on this.
Goes for a shot! Off the post! And it's Lampard. And he's been shifted off it. Shevchenko, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Saka. Rodri. That has been cut short.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aims beyond. Shot at goal! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite out.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back.
Real chance! And again! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
He has found a way through. Adams is there to clear. Skims one in.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
Kagawa. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Shevchenko. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Manchester United definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Lampard. That's a nasty shot. Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Cantona demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control. He's a sharp little ball here. De Bruyne. No way through. Shevchenko looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that has put paid to that.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Now it's Aguero. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Bergkamp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That pass has been well intercepted. Stones. It's Van Dijk. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
2
Saka.
added minutes has been
De
indicated.
Bruyne. 2 minutes to be added on. Van Dijk. That's that, the end. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Any
Security
reflections
staff
on what
from
you've
each
seen,
block,
Jim?
Well,
please
Peter,
report to
I
the staff
really
room
couldn't see
immediately.
what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff
Hello,
of
everybody,
expectation
and welcome
laced
to
with the
today's
odd
match.
infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
Hops for safety. Great vision. Now it's Aguero. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what's he giving here? Manchester United faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So this to break the deadlock. twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
After 11 minutes is number 19, Sergio Aguero.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This is a promising build-up.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance.
Chance for a shot! Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
After 17 minutes.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Looking for options for movement. And it's Gerrard. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get on the end of this? He might be in here!
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. Kagawa. Tries to play it through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's put paid to the danger. And here's Aguero. That's a sharp pass. Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aguero! And they've got rid. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Shevchenko.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Three 0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Today, please watch the screen.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Manchester United really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Rodri. Backward it goes. Tries one from range. Now, who's going to be first to this? Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, good climb! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. And it's Spence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Knocks it into space. And this is Aguero. And he's there to retrieve it. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Shevchenko. And he's gone backward here. And he shoots! Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Aguero. Tries a shot! And how did he not make it 4?
Aguero probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
Oh no, this does not look good. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's Aguero! Aguero! Just superb! About as smooth as it gets. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well read, nice interception. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Shevchenko looking for the run. He has found the way through. Flashes it across.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Just the keeper in his way. Rodri. Gerrard. And it's Shevchenko. And it's Spence. Shevchenko providing an outlet on that flank. There's the header! It's loose and there's a rake. Oh, what a... This time, surely! Well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Sergio Aguero.
How many? Just how many?
Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero.
Substitution in progress.
Juke. And he is deftly away. Aguero! And that will be it. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Hello,
The
everybody,
end of the
and
game.
please join me in
Reflections.
wishing a happy
Yeah, well,
wedding
I've been on the
anniversary
losing
for one
side
of
in
our
games
fan
like
club
this,
members.
and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
Hello everybody, and
The
welcome
objectives
to
are
today's
clear.
match.
To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Now there's the unmistakable figure of John O'Shea, one of the first names on the team sheet, always, Jim.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be a little biased here because he's from my hometown, but he's about as versatile and dependable as they come.
The ultimate unsung hero. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. Havertz. O'Shea. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Palmer. O'Shea proves too strong, too smart. Looking to play him in. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Knocks it into space. Oh, just the keeper. Can he finish? And it's there. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Liverpool penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. That has not gone well. Threads one in. Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nicely weighted ball. O'Shea is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saka. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he is deftly away. And a chance! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, nicely intercepted. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That's a cute ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Palmer. And this is Shevchenko. De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute added time.
They need to play...
And that signals the end of the first period. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager
Just
has
a
to
quick
resist
request today
change
for
at
everybody
this
to
stage.
please kindly remove any
So
cars
that was the
parked
first
on
half,
the road outside
and we
the
will be
stadium.
back with the second half shortly.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with...
Havertz! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it.
Can he finish? And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
De Bruyne. Gabriel. The message is clear, none shall pass. Adams. Well, the ball's gone astray. Oh, strongly challenged there. For Palmer. Palmer supplying the width on this right-hand side. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 13.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Juke. Gabriel defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Can he get on the end of this? Ødegaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Rodri. Oh no, this does not look good. It's Aguero! And that's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Substitution for
De Bruyne.
Manchester United. Number 11. Ødegaard. Coming on the field is number 5.
Ruben Diaz cuts it out. That's
There will be
destined for the
5
flank.
minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Now it's Aguero. Frimpong. Palmer. De Bruyne. And this is Rooney. And time is up. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United really looked like they were just second to everything. Disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and
Hello, attendees.
that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just
Would the
disappointing on
father
a lot of
boy
levels.
in a blue hat kindly make his way to
And
the
all that remains
information
for me
centre.
is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This is a promising build-up. And this is Lewandowski. Totti. And this is Batistuta. Akanji. It's Roberto Carlos. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted. Totti. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Gerrard does well not to be outdone there. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He's got away. And try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Forlan. It's Forlan! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And here's Lewandowski. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Martinez clears. Romero. Rijkaard. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Caresses it. It's rising! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Cafu. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an...
O'Shea with the foul. And he's going to have his name taken. He says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So straight into the second half.
Manchester really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. So we've reached the hour mark. And this is Batistuta. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Totti. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Pinches it off him. Gerrard. That has been cut short. Totti. And that's been won straight back. And it's Forlan. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
Substitution in progress.
Totti. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Roberto Carlos. And it's Totti.
Aarhus clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Forlan. It's a pretty loose pass.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
And he's been shifted off it. Messi. Totti, always looking for that half a chance. Looking for the run.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He won't be happy with that one. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So things are underway. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
O'Shea. He's in a good position here.
Kagawa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
And Batistuta! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kagawa. And here's Rooney. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Batistuta. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Played back into the centre. Driving on and making good progress. Gerrard. And this is Batistuta! And it's come back out to him. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Kagawa. And it's Rooney. And here's Mbappe. And he is dashing away. And the finish! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Now it's Kagawa. And he skips past his man. Caceres. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's fabulous. Crossed into the middle. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
And that has been cleared. Delivers the ball. It's rising! Akanji clears without hesitation. Upamecano spread out to the left. And it's Caceres. Gets a good foot in there. Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Kagawa. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too.
There will be 1 minute
Caceres.
added time.
Upamecano. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. Back on the way then.
Well, Maya
Tries from distance.
that's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a throw. Vieira. Pressing high and with purpose. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's all alone. And the shot! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And he's in on goal. It's Kagawa! And that would have been some goal.
Kagawa can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Upamecano. Conte. He's had it taken off him. Tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Conte. And it's Kagawa. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Lewandowski. Stam. Rooney. Vieira. And it's Kagawa. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable match. Shoots! And he's stuck it away! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
After 81 minutes is number 18, Wayne Rooney! Wayne Rooney! Wayne Rooney!
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
keeper's ball.
Manchester really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Kagawa. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 17, Conte. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's heaved it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Batistita picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the pitch are
today's match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Rijkaard is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And the counter is on. Kagawa tries to pass it through. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Nicely weighted. Great chance! Goal! Besiktas!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
The goal scored for Besiktas after 27 minutes is number 9, Ilhan Mansons. Ilhan Mansons. Ilhan Mansons.
Besiktas have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And this is Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a little off target. That's really well manoeuvred.
Manchester certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's got away from it. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Kubasi. And he's forced to go back. And it's Van Dijk. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Some good work on the right flank here. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Oh, Red, Nice interception. Batistuta has been caught there, it's a foul. Lewandowski. Has a look and plays it forward. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Now it's Aguero. Looking for the run. Kubasi.
De Bruyne.
He's got away. And no, he's seen through all of that. Yamal.
For De Bruyne.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Aguero. Hakimi hangs one. He leaps for it. Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It's satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 10, Yamal. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Messi.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Messi coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Besiktas are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Serginho. That's an imaginative pass.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta. Back where it came from. And this is Kagawa. That'll be a corner.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 7, Hazard.
And we have our very first corner.
De Bruyne. Coming on the field, number 8, Danny Olmo. Number 17, Olise. Substitution in progress.
How did he not put that away?
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Tele. And this is Batistuta. And he's in on goal. Tries a shot. And he's found the net. And what a climax we have here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Kubasi. Van Dijk. And Kubasi. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So there it is. What struck noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. That's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he latch onto this? And it's been hooked away. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And beyond the defence. Oh, crossbar! Quick look, then Neymar! And he's there to get it away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Knocks it into space. He was there to get a vital touch.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He leaps for it! He will be livid with himself. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He has found the way through. Now this Messi! It's their second corner of the game. O'Shea clears it away. That's an excellent interception. And now, and he's decided to go for it. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now, can they get him away? And he can thump it away. And claimed it back swiftly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, they've got it again. Right card. Bruno Mendes. And this is Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? And he shoots! A skipper's goal!
Well, this is exactly what you want from your skipper, Peter. I mean, this was about as perfect a time as you can score. Some players already had their heads in the dressing room, but he remained alert.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Messi demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just topped.
And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's
Please
been
be reminded
fairly
that
flat,
drinking
and
is
the
only
supports
allowed
have had
in the
little
area
to
that
cheer
shows
about.
map.
So
Thank
an
you
awful
very
lot of
much for your
questions
cooperation.
have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Manchester really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's the keeper's ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Gerrard.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Akanji with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Cafu. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Kagawa. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that was vital. Akanji with the clearance. Nice looking ball. Now it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. You give him an inch, and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's found a way through. This is Messi. And he was alert to it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Probing pass. Crochet. And it's Gerrard. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, easy pickings there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah,
And the shots! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Getting up there! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That looks a cracking ball. And the shot! Oh, good finish! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So could they be onto something here? And he cuts out the supply. Can he get on the end of this? It's a good ball out wide. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
And just a quick
Your final
reminder
thoughts,
today,
Jim?
please
Well,
drink
Peter, I
responsibly.
really
Anyone
couldn't see
appearing
what this
intoxicated
team
or
was
behaving
trying
in
to
an
achieve,
inappropriate manner
whether it's
will
the
be
manager's
removed.
message
Thank you
not
very
getting
much for your
through
cooperation.
or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this one is pretty...
There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Aguero can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Baturina. Van Basten. Here comes the corner. Barcelona with the corner, there first. That has been knocked clear. And that's been won straight back. Knocks it into space. Looking for the far post. Towering header! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sergio Aguero!
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he was quick to react. He's had it taken off him. And now the breakaway. And here's Aguero. Tries to get it clear. Tries to play it through. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And he's taking no chances there. Goes for a shot! Upamecano gets it away. Baturina. Batistuta. And he cuts out the supply. He is... And the shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
Oh, he's having a go! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Aguero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And he's had it nicked away. Upamecano cuts it out. Rijkaard. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's picked his way through. Great vision. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Lewandowski. Cafu. Can he get onto this? Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
And
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. we're into the second 45. Oh, that's ambitious. Boucher has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's come to nothing. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Messi. It's a throw-in. Akanji. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Lewandowski. Aguero. Cafu. Gerrard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Tries a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Aguero. Oh, that's fabulous. It's a good run, this. One that is... He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Boucher. And here's Lewandowski. And it's Batistuta. It's Gerrard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's intervened well there. Looking for options for movement. And here's Lewandowski. Gerrard. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Aguero. He's got away. Aguero. That's good play. And the shot! It's hit the crossbar. And they've got rid. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Now it's Batistuta. Romero promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Van Basten. It's a good run he's making out on the left, showing good feet. And he welcomes it in. He's shifting through the gears here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. And this is Aguero. Stood up well to him there. I think they're done. They are done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
Hello, everybody.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action.